Or Anarchy on the side of Envico. So they've got a Nyx as well. I can see, I believe, a Blakovitz as well. We'll just see. Or Blazkowicz, I should say.
They do have a Nyx, which is pretty standard stuff for Sacrifice. Often you'll foresee Nyx and Anarchy together, but you'll definitely see one or the other.
Now, can they take them out already? Alliance had a really good performance yesterday. Can they continue it? Hell reappears, but Sparty getting that fantastic sequence of rockets. Quite weak, takes out Hypno as well. And now they're going to run the Soul towards Obelisk B.
They're choosing to go for B, which is very different to what we used to seeing on Lockbox. Normally teams will favor A. Was he able to drop it off in time?
Yeah, he dropped it off at the millisecond he got railed. Now Vu going in with Anarchy once again, trying to take him out from behind. Many members of the team all completely covered, trying to defend this Obelisk.
Oh, Syndrome goes down, but he's getting shot. Strengths gets him with the super shotgun.
If he can land this rail, it's going to be a good job. Misses it, unfortunately, leaving them alive for just a little bit extra. They're really trying to sort of control this high ground, defending point B and A on Lockbox. There's lots of little ledges that the defending team can really take and just rain hell down on anyone trying to take the Obelisk, remaining a little bit not as in danger either. And it kind of seems like Hell is the one going in for that Blazkowicz pick as well. Hypno has the Soul, running it with Sorlag again. Sorlag, not surprised to see this. Definitely seems like the most effective tanky champion on Lockbox, for sure.
Seems that way, certainly, but he's going to quite easily get to A. Question is, how many of our lines are here to try and intercept? Looks like one is here, but he's by himself. It is going to be Bus Driver. He's going to go down, though.
Syndrome commits suicide as well as taking out Hypno, so it's going to be a bit of a trade situation. Strengths gets taken out as well, and now they've got the Obelisk A, so you wonder how long they're going to be able to defend this. Power-up spawning in 13 seconds. I have no doubt that's where the next big fight's going to take place. Alliance looking to be already swarming that location, but two of them go down. I wonder if it's going to be possible to actually get the power-up now.
Not quite sure. There was a lot of fractures without his protection. Now
oh, Vu has protection. Things just got a little bit dangerous. Sparty in vain trying to just gauntlet a man who is covered in protection. Oh, no.
Not quite sure if that was going to quite work out. They haven't managed to get hold of the Soul, though. Alliance managing to take the Soul back.
I think
trying to stop them.
That was a really nice trade, actually, going, well, if they're just going to get the protection, then while everyone's focusing on that, we're just going to go in and take the Soul. But Vu has got access to it himself, and now trying to deliver it back. Accidentally kind of went the wrong way for a split second. He's going to waste a few milliseconds, which might actually be pivotal if someone's waiting for him, like they just are, going through the acid, trying to be a little bit more careful, but he is surrounded at this point.
Yeah, the entirety of Alliance are all here trying to stop them, and successful they will be. Spy gets that kill with the Tri-Bolt, and he also has access to the Soul himself, and he's taking out everyone at the moment.
Trying to really pass it back, maybe in case there was a teammate up there, but again, doing a really good job. This is actually super even, 25% for Envico versus 29% for Alliance. Hell has access to the Soul, but for how long he's getting swarmed, I misses the rail, gets paid heavily for it by that super shotgun.
Syndrome's going to sneak the Soul away for Alliance. Looks like he's running it straight back to B. Not quite sure if they're close enough to stop him from doing this. He's trying to juke left and right. Not quite sure how close they are. Can't really hear much at the moment, but they are on their way. You can see them. Envico's Anarchy is here already. Oh, they're contesting it.
Oh, actually really useful. Actually, Vu did a really nice job of sort of just sneaking into the base, and he just walked into the base and stole it. That was rude. Getting chased quite heavily, but there's no one just yet to head him off. That's going to be a safe deposit. Now, they're going to get a little bit of percentage before the enemy team turn up.
It's quite low, though. I'm not quite sure what Vu can do in terms of defensive. He hasn't got much health, especially on Anarchy. Running around with the gauntlet. He's a madman with a blade. Not going to say that. He's got himself injected. Back up to full health again. That's going to take him out.
I mean, definitely, like amidst the crazy fights that take place, I think an up-close gauntlet with Anarchy is actually a very legit way to do damage, because he just runs into a fight. You're not looking at him, and he just smashes with the gauntlet.
So Garpy's doing a really good job of defending this Obelisk by himself, though. Bus Driver always hit the Obelisk, but not quite enough to take it away. Like this, though, the power-up is down, though.
Yeah, bear in mind, it was quad damage. Oh, nice.
Oh, and Sparty's got it with a super shotgun, quad super shotgun. We've already seen how game-changing this can be.
Looking to run and not waste it. Surrounded by enemies, Hell gets taken out. Who's going to be next? Looking towards Vu on that Anarchy. However, he is by himself. If they can take him out before he gets a shot, it's going to be fantastic. Misses the super shotgun. Can't afford to miss it again. Vu gets turned into paste, trying to defend that Obelisk. However, Alliance have managed to steal it away.
Question is, can they safely get it back to it, though? You can see how Envico are positioning themselves in between here. They want to get in the way as much as possible, and they're successfully doing so. Wow, Garpy, that one-man defense, but he goes down. Syndrome takes him down with a rocket launcher.
Slad trying to bring it back. They have got access to their own Anarchy. He's going to try and safety deliver it, but he is not healthy at all. Hell and Fu both clean up, getting that soul back, but Sparty manages to take it anyway. Gets tagged by a rail, cannot get through, manages to get the die roll, but it might not be enough. They're trying to head him off, but he's running away. Can he deliver it in time?
No one. Hell stops him dead in his tracks. Fu trying to get it out, goes down. Hell is there to pick it right back up though. He's got his teammates, but Strengths with the Hail Mary rocket's going to take him out before he goes. And Garpy once again has it, trying to take it back.
Trying to deliver it. He has got Ghost Walk, but he's not going to be able to use it because he's holding onto the soul. Bus Driver gets 2 kills. Hell manages to take out Sparty, but they're trying to, again, safely deliver this back. 64% versus 34%. Syndrome with a commit suicide. I'm not sure about that.
Oh, and Vu goes down to the rocket. Seeing just how much work rockets can do in this. Oh, and Hypno takes him out, but he does manage to drop it off first.
Just at the magical moment. Again, though, they've managed to take the soul back. Power-up's going to spawn in 15 seconds. That does mean that we could see a complete game changer. However, it looks a little bit like Envico trying to just safely deliver it, but walking into a wall of rails. The defense is absolutely strong. The question is, what is the power-up?
Power-ups.
Quad damage. It's quad damage. Oh, but it goes down. Strength drops it. They've managed to put it on the point, but how long can they hold it on for?
Importantly,
yeah,
Vu
have it.
Yeah, Vu having access to this quad damage means they're going to be able to safely deliver it for quite a while. Gets that mid-air rail. If you miss it, would have been game over. Trying to go in for more rails, or lightning gun, I should say. Bus Driver gets taken out, and they are putting on a solid defense. 24% left to go on this obelisk with quad damage in hand. This is a great situation for Envico.
Provided they can hold on to this power-up, this could be make or break. 20% left to go. Quad's going to be up any minute now, but it's still a significant amount of damage regardless. It actually did just run off, but how much have we got in terms of percentage?
That's 3 frags back to back, 14% left. This is looking really good for Envico right now.
Garpy is just putting on this amazing defense with Nyx of all champions, normally known for just being a bit more aggressive in this mode, but just the amount of defensive frags he's able to secure is making all the difference.
Really surgical rail at the very end of it. Is he going to be able to get away though? Tries to be a little bit too defensive. It's actually going to allow him to safely get away. Vu manages to secure a rocket. However, they have got to get this soul back. Otherwise, this lead will be all for nothing. Alliance can still make this comeback.
3% and going. Only 2 members of Alliance here right now, but I'm sure the others are on the way.
Sorlag only takes so much, and the sacrifice on that obelisk is successful.
Wonderful. Round 1 complete. Remember, this is 2 out of 3, unlike Duel, which is 3 out of 5. So 1 round potentially left to go. If Envico can do that again. I mean, they looked really good. I mean, there was a bit of a shaky start, but as soon as they were able to secure that point again, you know, interestingly, Alliance, they chose to secure Obelisk B. You know, they didn't get left with that. Normally we see teams favoring A, but Alliance went out of their way to purposefully hold on to B.
Wow, Hell already wasting no time going in for the dual wield, but is it going to be enough? Unfortunately, gets taken out before he can actually cause a frag on Syndrome, and now that dual wield is down for a chunky 50 seconds.
Wow, and that was wonderful timed. Bus Driver waiting to receive it, and again taking it straight back to Obelisk B. I guess Alliance is just way more comfortable with this one.
Oh, seemingly, bear in mind, I do actually believe it was Alliance that had the unbelievable comeback, 99% versus 99% yesterday.
They also on this map as well, so they can definitely make it work, but Envico making them work for it. But look at that, already 10% and climbing.
Been quite a quick sequence, to be fair. Envico now. It's quite amazing before the attack happens how quickly the percentage racks up. Just like that, it's looking to be 20% already. Hell going up behind. Is that going to be enough to secure a kill?
Rocketshot only 13 health, and Hell is going to do it with the super shotgun from a distance. They're desperately trying to take the soul away, but I don't know if they can. The defense is just proving too strong. Syndrome
staying alive with that injection. He's going to keep himself topped up, looking to go on towards the Sorlag. Has caught sight of him, definitely hasn't seen him instead. Hypno gets taken out point blank. Hell going up the dual wield.
Oh, put a toe into the acid.
He's on 20 HP. They've got the soul, but I don't think Hell's going to definitely get away. Tries to drop it off just in case. Taking it back, but Anarchy with such low health. Getting saved by Bus Driver. Very strong defense at the moment. As you can clearly see, I mean, it's 42% on Alliance already. Almost halfway in less than 2 minutes. Power-up's going to spawn in 15 seconds.
Oh, Strength goes down. This power-up could be make or break though. I mean, if Alliance get hold of it, I assume it's just going to help them hold on to this obelisk for even longer. It looks like Envico doing a good job of sort of just controlling this so far. Is it protection or quad?
Oh wow, Sparty with that telefrag, and that's going to give him the quad for a small timer. However, Vu with 5 HP. He's got quad damage, but is he even going to be able to land a hit before he does it? No, Suicides gives it to Garpy. Very nice trade, good decision. And now they're going to take this base
No,
with that quad.
They'll take this, but can they get it to where they need it to go?
Unfortunately, Bus Driver frags Sparty. Actually, sorry, I should say Garpy instead. They're going to lose the quad already now. Syndrome immediately turning the tide, using that quad damage super shotgun to just dish out unbelievable damage, but landing no frags until the last minute. Gets 2, is he going to get 3? Manages to get a triple kill, and that's going to defend for a huge amount of time. 19%, make that 17 on Obelisk B.
I mean, that's like quad damage super shotgun for you, especially on someone like Anarchy that can get right in your face very quickly, taking a lot of damage from a distance. But I mean, as he's getting poked down, goes down to Garpy, but just look at the amount of time. It's just ticking up constantly. Every second they let the soul stay there. The job gets a lot harder.
3 members of Envico all have stormed this base and take the soul back. They're all going to try and get out of there, but unfortunately Garpy, even he has 8 health, 5 bits of armor. That is nowhere near enough stack to get out of the base alive. Strengths managed to take him out. Now they have to try and get out. It's looking so difficult to do that.
Oh, and he's trying to head him off. The Bus Driver, I don't know if he's got enough to stop him. No. Goes down to Blaskowitz. Hell, credited with that one.
Trying to run it back to their base if Vu can at least deliver. I mean, it's 93% versus 0. It's totally possible, but it's going to be hard to keep all members of Alliance away from this base.
Well, let's not forget it takes a mere 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go from 0 to 100. So if they can defend for 2 minutes, 2 minutes isn't that long of a time.
However, as you can see, Alliance with just the chokehold, they take out 3 frags, Strengths with a telefrag. However, the dual wheel comes through. Hell with the defense, 3 members coming in. Can they keep it going? Hell accidentally commits suicide. However, they're really trying to hold this Obelisk. It's still giving that percentage up. The power-up's up. Uh-oh, quad damage, and unfortunately it does go to Alliance, who have just enough quad if they can get that soul back to win the round on it.
Nice endless quad sound.
My
Just to let you know he's nearby. Oh, Vu goes down.
Yeah, they're going to deliver that one. I think keeping it with the quad is going to be so difficult now. With only 4% left to go, I wonder if they can actually pull this one back. Sparty still with the quad damage, and that's probably going to be game over. He's sitting on the point, even if he gets out. Oh, wow! The telefrag with the Dire Orb, or just the Dire Orb in general, doing enough damage.
They're trying to desperately hold this one off. This seems to be that final scramble. Hell is able to grab it. And 1% won't go off, but Syndrome is there to stop him. No! Garpy gets him Hypno. Now carrying the soul. They're trying to get through. Behind, he has a super shotgun that goes straight into a rocket launcher. Bus Driver is here trying to stop them. Bus Driver taking it back to B.
At this stage, all Bus Driver has to do that. That rail missed! That missed rail was so pivotal. Vu manages to get it. Can he take it back? It's going to be an Anarchy Mirror. Hell takes out Strengths. I wonder if that's going to be enough. 2 members on the point.
Are they close enough? Is that gone? Oh, they got it in time, but all of Alliance are here to defend and keep it going. 1% left is all they need. This desperate defense coming out from Alliance, and Envico desperate to get it. I think that might be it. Yes, it is.
1 round each. And they both defended from each point, bear in mind. So the fact that Alliance have defended from B and Envico have defended from A, I mean, I don't know how to call this next round. It was so close in the first round, but this looked kind of dominant, to be honest.
It did indeed, but I mean, so did the first one. This really seems to be the story of sacrifices, like to get that initial push and then hold on to it, because it seems so hard to just defend from all angles at once.
Definitely a matter of trying to get the Obelisk first. You have the luxury of choosing what Obelisk you want to select. Strength's doing a bunch of damage to Vu, actually. Probably would have forced an injection. And now Garpy has it. Passing over.
Oh, wow. Look at this exchange. That scramble as soon as the soul is here in Alliance. Choosing to take it back to B. I like this, though. They're doing a really good job of holding on to this Obelisk position specifically.
And using that high ground, no doubt we can see Sparty just kind of sit pretty in that Obelisk base and just really defend from the top. A lot of high ground opportunities here. Trying to keep these guys away, using the rail, running up behind, actually missing a couple of rails, giving Hell a little bit of an inkling as to where he's going in. Garpy trying to take the soul. He's going to successfully take it, but trying to pass it away, get it there in time before the frag. Vu does actually get access to it. Going up behind, can he get this frag and deliver it?
Oh, but he is getting shot from behind. I don't know if he's going to get around. No, Syndrome is taken down.
I was definitely inclined to say that there's so many people around him. Syndrome dropping it off once again. 18% will soon become 20. They're going to be almost completely under wraps, taking this Obelisk. They're doing a really good job of defending it, I think. It's just a matter of now they've got it. they're making it so difficult for Envico to run in and get out alive. That's the main thing. Even though they're getting the soul, they cannot escape with the soul in hand without dying before they reach the entrance.
It just comes down to good defense on the side of Alliance, though. Even if they do get taken down, they sort of trickle one at a time. They're not going down in massive waves, but just as soon as I can say that, the first time 3 of them are dead at once, they're able to take the soul, and Garpy has it now on next, so he does have the speed, but Alliance, you can see them there positioning in the middle, trying to intercept them on the way.
Trying to head up all possible angles, going towards Mega. If they can catch them, they land a crucial rail. They need to finish the job. However, they have allowed him to pop an injection to stay alive just a bit longer. Can make that not quite, because Syndrome, I mean, Anarchy can't take those rails.
And there we go, Envico able to put it on there. Obelisk for the first time in this round. Power up is up, it is protection, and unfortunately for Envico, Alliance are able to get it in strengths, and now you have a fully protected Nyx. This is going to be dangerous, and she's just about to get the big health.
Now,
heavy armor.
Heavy armor in comparison to protection is a dangerous combination. Now Strength is just going to literally breeze right in here. He's going to get focused down, but he's going to take so much damage in the meantime. He has so much armor left to work with, hitting these rails. They're just going to run in and just bully their way through the base. Hypno goes down as well. This is absolutely going to be a captured soul.
That is unfortunate. As soon as Envico are able to finally get hold of the soul and put it on, lose the power up and just have that Alliance are able to take it away perhaps. But luckily Envico, they're holding on to it for now. Actually doing a really good job of evening things out. Oh, Bostrava got hold of it but died straight away.
They've got to get the soul back. Bear in mind, throwing it away wastes precious seconds, especially with how many members are there to take it. Accidentally commits suicide, probably tries to take someone down with him to do the big damage. Sparty manages to clean up. Hypno cannot finish the job, and because of it, Sparty, even though he's very weak, is running away with that soul in hand, and now Syndrome actually been passed to with the Anarchy. Good decision.
Oh, away. Oh, he misses the soul. That could be disastrous. Is he going to die here? Oh, no, fortunately, Alliance have the numbers advantage there.
Being headed off, but it's not going to count. There are just so many members. Wow, Vu manages to get a gauntlet kill, but that's not going to be enough either. Bus Driver so weak. Hell finishing it off with the rocket. These kills are just trading. Hell consistently landing these rockets, but fragged by Sparty. And it is so chaotic, this game mode.
Oh no, oh that was a really good clutch sort of deterrence. You know, Garpy was there trying to stop him, and the whole of Envico were there. They would have put it on, get a couple of percentage. We've already seen how much of a difference a few percent could make.
Power-up's about to spawn, so once again if Vu can deliver this soul, and at the same time the rest of the team can maybe secure that power-up, they can defend for those precious seconds. Going in for the injection is going to keep him alive just long enough. A lovely delivery just in time for the power-up. Who's going to get this one?
Oh, the crossfire! So many rails.
Strength has access to the protection again, as we've seen how dangerous this champion is. She is just going to run into the face of danger and take everything they throw at him until he gets the soul again. I mean, he has it really early too. He's got it for so long before the soul goes to the base.
At the same time, though, Envico were able to pull a lead ahead there, so if they can get intercepted, they can keep hold of it, but looks like Alliance are going to at least put this on there. Obelisk, looks like Envico starting to try and get that to contest. 2 of them here, 2 of them trailing slightly behind, but Alliance one by one are getting here too.
Spy coming up behind. I don't think the player's actually quite ready for him. He's been caught from behind. Is it going to be enough to survive? He is completely surrounded, commits suicide. However, does manage to take Hypno down with him.
Some nice machine gun fire there just to deter Anarchy. Very weak, but he's going to be able to get this fight.
Ah, Garpy got caught on that jump pad. His death was absolutely certain when he got knocked onto that.
Soul goes the way of Hypno. His team is here. He's probably going to die for this, but he passed it away first. The gauntlet coming out. Can he get away in time? 68 health.
Vu is running incredibly quickly. There's no one near him. He is going to deliver this soul, no doubt. Bear in mind, in 3 seconds, he's got the injection, and he can use that to either defend or run it back if he manages to pick up the soul if it gets taken.
A couple of frags coming in the way of Envico, but unfortunately, Garpy commits suicide, but I'm sure he'll be up soon enough to defend. Looks like Alliance there trying to regroup before they go in together. Oh, intercepted though from the side. They didn't know Vu was there.
All 3 members having to pop that injection to be nice and healthy for this next fight. Misses the rail. Good dodge. Actually misses 2 of them. Make that 3 rails dodged in a row. However, yeah, he's managed to take that soul back, and he's thrown it all the way back. Vu trying to chase it down.
Vu grabbed it in the way, but he's pinned in between 2 members of Alliance who are going to take him down swiftly. But Hypno is here, though. He does die as well. Syndrome with the super nail gun getting so many frags, and the acid is going to do that too, just to get the kill.
Now, bear in mind,
Hypno getting 2 acid kills back to back.
Yeah, that soul still in play. It's still on the ground. They're trying to really take it, but the defense Hypno no doubt going to try and take it back to his Obelisk. Now, you just heard actually the power-up spawn, so we are going to see a bit of an attack. Sparty has the quad damage. Oh my days, reappeared right in front of it. I'd be very surprised if they don't take this soul back. You just look at how much Sparty is doing. He's got the lightning gun. He's got 90 left ammo-wise. Good to go. This 3-man push back to Obelisk B.
With the quad too. I mean, there's no messing around here. They're just going in as a unit. Alliance desperately want to get this lead back. Envico trying to position themselves in the way, getting a few frags, but can they stop them all together?
Hypno does manage to get the acid kill. Are they going to pick up and deliver it? Yes, Sparty looking to drop it off. He is more than healthy enough to do the job. Now, 75% versus 59. However, if they can defend for this last minute, they will win the round. Really trying to sort of pepper this location with that acid. He's going to take damage down. Gets taken out by Garpy, but the frags are trading once again. Garpy trying to go for the sneak attack. They haven't seen him reappear. He's got that high ground. Misses the rail, though. Misses 2.
Now we got Alliance able to bring this lead back towards themselves.
A lot of defense. Manages to get bus driver Garpy. He's getting all the frags, but unfortunately
that nail gun adds up so quickly if you get loads of them in succession.
he's just not able to actually take the soul back. Hypno has it. He's going to pass it over to Vu. Now Vu makes the run towards. However, walking straight into a super nail gun. He took way too much damage. He's getting headed off on the side. Looks like they're waiting for him. They will be lying in wait on Obelisk A. But from the top side...
Not close enough, though. Yeah, he just goes completely past them.
I think Vu's positioning on Obelisk B has been absolutely on point. Every single time, he's known exactly where he needs to be. He delivers it perfectly, and he just gives them that precious percentage they need. The defense is continuing. Garpy with the rail, and they're going to defend continuously. Hypno gets taken out. And Hell, unfortunately, commits suicide again. Soul gets taken towards Obelisk B.
Travis trying to do what he can, but he's taking a lot of damage in the process. But the protection goes the way of Envico, I believe. Oh no, Alliance have it.
Yep, Alliance have had almost every... I think they have actually had every single power-up this entire round.
This could be disastrous, though. They are only 1% behind, and that won't matter if they can put this down. If they've got protection for a while longer, they have a mere 14% left to capture, and they will win the first map.
And we've seen how fast the percentage ticks down. This protection is going to be gone any minute, but I think it's done the damage to make sure they can take this Obelisk as fast as possible. Vu coming on the side, but at the same time, I don't think that's enough.
Wait for that mega health. Alliance doing such a good job just holding this off, and that is going to be that for the first map. Alliance, the very back and forth map 1. Lockbox goes the way of them.
Now, they have the chance to, Envico have the chance to choose their map as always. But to be honest, that was such a back and forth result. It was a really, really close game. But ultimately, I think Alliance they play really well together. I mean, we saw them play yesterday, and they were looking just as good together then. That was the crazy series, actually. They had a map on Lockbox that I do believe against Sector was 99% versus 99% until the last minute. Like, they know a thing or two about playing together. So, not surprised to see a good result from them on this first map. But it is only one map. At this point, Envico can now choose between Burial Chamber, Ruins of Sarnath, or Blood Covenant. We'll see what one they pick. But ultimately, I think it was just really well played from both teams. Vu's Anarchy put in loads of work for delivering that and running it all the way back to Obelisk A. But at the same time, Alliance, their defending game, their ability to defend their Obelisk whenever they had it was just super, super impressive. Very hard to break into them, and they controlled every power-up too.
Also, my favorite thing about Alliance was their desire to go towards the Obelisk that we see far less desired in this game mode overall.
Yeah.
Like normally we see A be the Obelisk on that map, particularly that people will kind of just fight tooth and nail for, but they get hold of the soul straight away by just timing their abilities perfectly for just when the soul spawns at that 20-second mark, and then, you know, just getting it straight back to B. No hesitation. They're like, right, we've got the soul, B, and that's it. The rest of the game was history. A very close round, though, but it looks like Ruins of Sarnath will be the last one.
I feel like it's kind of crazy how...
potential last one, I should say.
I feel like it's quite crazy how the precedent of the entire round really does lay quite heavily on who gets that soul first. Because the second they take it and they deliver it, there's always a chunky amount of percentage that goes before it gets taken and then taken to the Obelisk. In the sense that, like, every time Alliance are just amazing at seizing the soul first, taking it to the Obelisk that they want, and they hold it for such a huge amount of time. Even though Envico starts to make comebacks, the amount of percentage down is already so severe, it is a complete disadvantage situation for Envico to try and do anything.
It almost makes you think, like, if you're sort of just timing when's a good time to go in, when's a good time to start fighting, the soul doesn't spawn until about 20 seconds. The respawn times aren't 20 seconds. So you have 20 seconds of basically combat before. So there should be that sort of period where for the first few first amount, like, sort of handful of seconds, it's okay to die because you'll respawn in time to sort of, you know, contest for that soul. But it's when players start dying and sort of, you know, dropping off about 2 or 3 seconds before the soul respawns that you see that team sort of losing it because they just don't have the manpower to contest that soul initially. So do you think maybe we'll see a little bit more care sort of enforced when it comes to that initial engagement?
It's kind of crazy, really, because it pretty much seems like, you know, the combat starts the second the map begins, and, you know, I think a big part of that might be just spawn locations and items, and just if you see someone, you shoot them, right? But I feel like, you know, playing passively, you wonder if we'll start eventually seeing teams play really passively at the very beginning if they can stick together and then choose when to go
what you're
together.
giving up. Like some teams might want to, you know, sort of establish that control almost and be able to sort of hover around it and make it hard for the enemy team to break into. I want to see what sort of champion choices we're going to be seeing now.
So as we see, we can already see a Nyx attempt of assassination. Wow, Garpy with 1 HP left. Bus Driver going straight through then. But now Bus Driver actually going in for a less tanky role. He's now going in for the Blackovich. Now at the same time, the Soul is going to spawn here. Can he deliver it before he dies? Can he do it? No! Right before he delivers it, he just gets destroyed.
Fu once again on the Anarchy. Not a big surprise considering he was playing really well with Hypno, getting that lightning gun.
Really good spree, actually. Really good spree. Now, Envico do control the Obelisk currently. They've chosen to go with A, holding it by 15% already. They're off to a good start. They just need to keep this going. Syndrome coming up behind. They definitely didn't see him go through right there. Gets Garpy. Manages to not only that, pop the injection, tries to deliver it, but doesn't quite get far enough. But once again, hell, I mean, it is absolute chaos right now. Who's going to get the soul and deliver it? Syndrome manages to take it on hand. Now he's going to try and deliver it towards number, like, letter B.
Or the Gauntlet coming through. Strength is able to get rid of Garpy in time. They're able to drop this off. Alliance able to start getting a few percentage ticking up now. No surprise it's going to go down there, but look at Envico's control. That kill feed is all blue on red, even with the Gauntlet there. Absolute control is established.
Obviously now, Anarchy doing a really good job of trying to establish it, trying to stay alive, though. The problem is trying to get through that absolute gauntlet of Alliance members just lying in wait for you to deliver it, running straight first into it. Again, the frag just completely trade, but unable to deliver the soul to the Obelisk just yet. Sparty trying to throw it back. Who's going to collect it? Syndrome with the pickup. Manages to take the Mega Health. That's going to be super useful for staying alive to deliver it. Now they have done it successfully. At this stage, 8 seconds away from the power-up. This is about to get crazy.
Especially if they can get a frag here. He pops the injection, trying to contest right now. They kind of desperately need to hold on to this. It is quad, in fact. Garpy's able to take it. Oh, but he does go down. Hypno's able to stop him, and Hypno's able to control the quad damage, but he dies immediately after. What chaos.
I think the second you get quad damage, you really do become public enemy #1. Everyone focuses fire on you, and it's of no surprise you become such a dangerous force when you get that quad in hand. But at the same time, the soul goes down. Vu going underground, trying to go through the Mega Health. Or heavy armor, that's where it locates, actually.
Strix, though, with the quad damage, he does go down. Can his team pick up where he left off?
You wonder. No, Sparty's taken the quad instead. Him and his team have taken the soul back. They've got to try and safely deliver it at this stage. Syndrome with the run, back towards Obelisk B. Once again, though, head off by Envico members. Garpy with the pickup, ready for it to drop, but being chased down by the Ranger. Tries to go back on Sparty with the gauntlet.
Turnaround.
Really nice turnaround, but Strengths with an answer back into the rail. He's going to get the heavy armor. Vu trying to make this run. Needs to get through Strengths, and he does manage to do it. He's still surrounded by enemies trying to go in for the gauntlet. Doesn't quite work out, but he's missing the shots, and he gets punished heavily. Syndrome with the gauntlet kill.
Desperately holding on for his team here right now, though. 5% down. He is going to get himself with Garpy once again with the defense, but Strength is trying to put him down, and he does manage to do so. But once again, Hellcat unfortunately committing suicide there. Ghost Walk comes through.
Alliance have managed to pull away with the lead, be it only a few percent, but Vu again trying to go in for the gauntlet, but with a 3 HP Strengths, living another not quite, actually. Right as I say that, gets taken up by the rail. Of course, the frags are so fast in this game mode.
Alliance, though, I mean, these percentages are sort of crawling up very, very slowly as the soul is very... not that often actually on an Obelisk. It's always in transit in some way, but Alliance are sort of holding onto a bit of a lead, but Envico are able to capture it themselves. And just like that, you can see they're very closely bringing this lead back together.
But all 4 members defending their own obelisk, while at the same time, because the power-up is spawning, you can see Alliance have really sort of put all their resources into trying to take the power-up instead. It's going to be quad damage. We're going to see some crazy kills once again. It's really hard to stick with the quad damage because everyone focuses fire. However, they put so much thought into trying to take the soul. At the same time, Alliance actually have run away with the soul instead. They put so much effort into taking that power up, they just kind of let Alliance run in and just seize it. I'm not sure they actually know where Syndrome is at this point.
Well, I mean, he's got to think quickly about how he wants to get this back. I mean, there's obviously always been there. Look at how many of Envico here trying to stop him from doing so. Wow, they successfully stop him.
Enemy has the soul.
They've got the soul back. Not quite though, Bus Driver catches the rail. This point in particular seems very tricky to get away from once you've got the soul in hand, because there's so much space for everyone to just annihilate you.
Indeed, all Vu goes down. Wonderful rail.
Trying to go for the super shotgun again, misses the shots. Sparty going in for the soul, uses the dire off to try and relocate, but Hypno takes him out. Hypno himself then gets taken out by Syndrome. Gonna check what's going on, going in for the dual wield, but again, gauntleted. He's going to be down for 50 seconds now. Really looks like so far it's so deadlocked, 44% versus 49%. 2 teams completely evenly matched in this round.
Oh, grouped together, that's going to be some easy kills. Alliance, again, only with like a 10+% lead, but it's going to be slowly increasing.
I feel like they've got a control on things at this stage. You know, there are 3 members all trying to go in, speaking of which.
They seem to have stabilized this a little bit. It's still quite chaotic when the actual frags start pouring in, but you can see just the way they position themselves in a much better situation just to defend, and Garpy unable to get it.
Spawn in 15 seconds.
Now again, that power-up's going to spawn. So again, this is going to change things, but you can actually see a member of Envico trying to sort of sneakily run in there. It's actually going to be Hell who opts to try and do it instead, but that 102 damage super shotgun. Blackbeard definitely can't take that. Quad damage. Garpy has the quad. May not hold it for long though, he's only got 9 health, but the rail missing, very important. Now they've taken the soul back.
We've already seen the difference a quad can make on this 20% though, if he can just hold it on.
Well, he's just taken the mega health. He's going to try and survive that side. Coming up behind, Strengths manages to take him out. Those quad rockets! Now, this is a really good chance for them. They've had a really chunky amount of time. They've forced respawns out of Alliance. Now Alliance have to go and re-get their weapons back. They can't stick with their default weapons to make a push. They need rails, they need rockets, and they need the LG.
Oh, the wheel comes out. Oh, he's missing the second rail.
He's going to be eating that tick down damage as well, so they're going to know exactly where he is. Hypno getting that acid is going to just tick him down. But at the same time, they have safely taken the soul away, and now they're bringing it back.
Attack.
Once again, the fight's going to begin this time. It's going to be an Obelisk B.
Oh, Hypno getting loads of frags, so 3 of them down. This could be a guaranteed steal.
77 versus 79. This is absolutely deadlocked between the 2 teams.
But it's not like either team is making like massive advances in percentage. This is just a straight up slobber knocker, back and forth.
He's been able to deliver. Going in for that dual wheel heavy machine gun, but he hasn't got a lot of health left. Can he get a couple of frags? No, Bus Driver sees to him. And now they're trying to go up from behind. Managed to sneak up, now pops his dual wield. How many frags would he get on top of getting the soul himself? We'll have to find out. But either way, 86% on Envico. They've got a nice chunk of percentage. And the flip side, Alliance, they just need to deliver it, and they've done just that. Syndrome with that Anarchy run, really successful. And now Hell really trying to get it back, but completely surprised. They trade it 1-for-1. Strength takes out Health. The power-up's going to spawn, so once again, this could be the power-up that decides the match. But at the same time, only 10% left for Alliance.
Yeah,
they haven't got to hold it for longer.
Have to make a choice. Do they go for the power-up now and let the percentage go a few times? Or do they go straight for the soul? Looks like one of them is here. Quad damage goes to Garpy.
Bus Driver, though, did get the frag, and he's re-delivered the soul back. That would have been so useful if Envico managed to deliver it. Vu, he's going to try and do it. They've got the quad to actually defend the 2, but it might not be enough. They haven't got any health.
So he is here in time. They've stopped it off 13%. 13% and Envico have most of quad left to go. He goes down.
Completely rushed, and now they have quad damage, though, so it's going to be a complete change of momentum. The dual wield for the last possible moments. So many frags go on the side of Alliance, and now they have the soul they need. I think that might be it. Not quite. All the members there lying in wait. He has got a little bit of armor though, but it may not be enough. Hasn't got the trail of the lightning gun, getting completely swarmed. Vu goes down, and now the injection to make him nice and healthy for the rest of the fight. 3% left on this obelisk. At this stage, it's going to be GG. They've taken frags left, right, and center, and round one is heavily likely to go with Alliance. There we go.
Another successful sacrifice. That round one goes down. Looking really strong for Alliance so far. Is this match point for them now?
That was, I mean, yeah, just like that. Alliance, they've already taken that first map. And a very close exchange.
To be fair, they had to work for it.
They're having to work for it across
quite
multiple
significantly. Envico are really sort of putting the work in so far, but unfortunately it's just not paying out for them so far.
So once again, we're going to see who gets access to the soul first. Right now, Alliance are just looking so on point, but it is unbelievably close. But Alliance, they just keep it together at the last possible minute. And again, many members of Envico going in, Vu delivering that soul, and now they have that early lead. If they can sit on here for a good amount of time, just make it naturally harder for Alliance. But Vu actually going all-out offense, trying to collect some heads, keep them away, but no, running straight into a gauntlet. They trade it. Unfortunately, Vu maybe being a little bit too aggressive.
At the same time, though, Envico putting the soul off to Obelisk A by choice.
I feel like it's just an obelisk. They like either that or it was just the closest one at the time. RP lands it. A couple of frags going in the side of Envico, but as we've seen, the frags, they just trade non-stop. On the flip side, though, now, Hell is going to probably relatively uncontested unless he gets fragged right now. Being meted on the end. Running into the gauntlet. He has delivered it in time, though. That was the important thing. Vu looking to make the run again, dropping the soul, safely popping the injection to really bring himself back up, delivering it once again. Many members of Envico looking to defend this, but look at the fact that Anarchy on 77 health, he can't tank a single rail for that exact reason. Anarchy's not going to tank those rails until a little bit later on, about the 5-minute mark, when he's popped enough injections to increase his health above 80 HP.
Oh, and the soul goes through, it's down underneath the, actually straight up underground. He's probably going to use the launch pad.
Yeah, he's going in for almost like a sort of unorthodox route, but Syndrome, yeah, they were not ready for that. Vu, I don't think he was expecting the jump pad route. He does take the frag anyway, so it's not the end of the world. As you can hear, the power-up spawns. It's going to be protection. This time Alliance have the protection on hand. Vu making that detour all around the right-hand side, but look at how many members. Look at how many of the members of Alliance are looking to actually head these guys off.
Oh wow, that rocket was just waiting for him on the ground. Oh, the protection is up.
Yep, Vu has to run away. He has to get as far away from Nyx as possible, trying to deliver it for that 3%.
Oh.
Gets taken out right before Bus Driver sees to him. However, a couple of frags going down. Are they going to be able to deliver it? Bus Driver, before he gets fragged, threw the soul away, but it was not enough. Hell picks it back up.
Okay, now a decent lead for Envico if they can hold on to it, though, but the defending seems to be what really seems to be quite hard for them.
Just the attacking capabilities of Alliance, it's so fast-paced and full-on.
Impressive. Enemy has the soul.
As you can see right now, Sparty has the soul, only 25 HP though. Here comes Vu once again, being super aggressive, trying to go in for the gauntlet, but I don't think that's going to be enough. It's going to be a free injection for Syndrome. Now, all Syndrome has to do is pop one more injection, and he's going to be able to tag rails. It's going to make him way more dangerous trying to run that soul to each obelisk.
But good for Alliance just to get a little bit of percentage climbing up now. We've seen how little of a difference it can make, but hell, wow. The rails are really prevailing in this match so far. I mean, just cross-map. So many targets.
Bear in mind at this stage, Alliance are the ones on match point.
Oh,
they managed to win this round. They are going to move on and qualify for the regionals over Envico, who desperately need this round to stay alive.
Syndrome's by himself, though. Envico here in force, surrounding him completely. Alliance starting to point to defend. Yes, they have 3 of them on the point now.
Missing a couple of these rails, but it definitely doesn't matter. Not with that many guns on one person at one time. Alliance now have taken the lead. They're still collecting frags. Actually, Hell's going to be down for quite a while, so they are going to be one man down. But Garpy getting the telefrag, but it's not going to be enough. Strix securing the quad damage, but the suicide again. Who's going to take this one? Sparty now has quad, but he himself is unbelievably weak as well. They're going to trade this left-right. It's just so many frags going out when this quad is in hand. And at the same time, Alliance, they've taken that lead. but at the same time, Hypno has the soul passed onto him with the quad, but it might not be enough. He gets hit by a rail.
Oh, he's going to go down. And the quad goes in the way of Envico, though. They hold on to it, but no, he goes down. Looks like Alliance have taken the soul and the quad. He dies too. It's like the quad curse.
If you get the quad, I feel like you are just guaranteed to die. Get as many frags as possible because you're glowing bright purple. Everyone can see you.
Gura throws the soul over, but one of Envico are there waiting. Throws it back, they keep it. It's just like basketball, they're just intercepting it in the air.
It's a matter of just take the soul, die, take the soul, die. Hell gets a couple of frags. Garpy getting a third. This is a good situation for them to actually seize that soul. Bear in mind, it's going to be 51 for Alliance. Hell is going to be escorted by the rest of the team towards it, but at the same time, Alliance really looking to close in, put up this defense. Hell gets taken out. However, Syndrome gets the soul back. Here we go. The defense begins again. Percentage is going to be climbing, and they got a whole bunch of frags just then. That's going to be some free percentage until the rest of Envico respawn and can get this attack going.
Topping up the armor, though, so it's a little bit less vulnerable. At the end of the day, still Anarchy. He's only got 25 HP.
Looking to pick off a couple of members, Hell being one of them. Vu does manage to get the soul, but he's just so heavily surrounded. He's not going to be able to do much. Strength's dropping it back off. And 70%. 30% now lies between Envico's tournament life. They need to get something going. Hell going in for the dual wield. Can he get a frag? He does indeed. Is it enough? No, it's not.
Sparty puts a stop to him, dead in his tracks. Soul back on Alliance. I mean, Alliance doing such a great job of just the few occasions they actually do lose the soul. They just get it straight back again. They don't let it leave.
Quad damage is going to appear. Hypno with the quad and 155 HP. That is a chunky soul lag with that quad multiplier of damage.
Oh, but he got surrounded, almost handing the quad to Alliance on the silver plate.
Hell had that dual wield rail, but it's not going to be enough either. They're going to try and prevent some of the percentage from rising, but at this stage, it's 10% left. Alliance just need to hold off for a little bit longer, and they will win this series. They have the quad damage in hand for quite a while. I do believe that might be it. Hypno tries to get away, goes in for a rocket jump, hard to pin down. He's going to deliver it super fast, but no! Accidentally fumbles and goes into the jump pad, wasting precious seconds.
Gets it though, but there's a Ghost. Ghost walking next, who's used it aggressively. They're in the corner. Oh, Alliance are here already in force. Desperately trying to hold on to this obelisk, but Alliance are here trying to stop him.
This is where Envico need to try and make their stand. Unfortunately, if they don't hold off here, they will lose. They have only 6% deciding now whether they're going to survive in the tournament or go out. However, the percentage is climbing. 55 seconds until the next power-up as well. So if Envico can just keep this round together, they will pull it off.
A lot of lightning damage coming in, but there's the injection again. Envico, 60% Syndrome.
Oh no, Garpy gets hit by the rail, misses his own. And with Syndrome with 5 HP left, yep, walking into that acid with the death sentence by far.
A lot of frags coming out for Envico, but at the end of the day, Alliance, they do still have hold of the soul.
Syndrome's going to try and do everything they can to prevent him from dropping it off, trying to meet him right in front. It's not going to stop him though. Hell does get the frag. Are they going to be able to pick it up?
Garpy there to stop. We can see his kill feed starting to add up. Hypno doing a good job. Envico,
that's it.
It's time to control it.
Game over. No, not quite. 99%. I was so ready to call this, but I guess you can't call it until the last minute. But they are surrounded by Alliance who are just putting up a complete brick wall on Obelisk A. Hypno delivers it.
Don't call it impossible though, 99% to 68, and it is climbing every 2 seconds. That's going to go up. But the power-up is here.
Oh no, Alliance got protection. Syndrome, the Anarchy with protection. He's just going to walk into the base. He's going to collect heads. He's going to take the soul away. Can they stop him? He is so heavily stacked with the protection.
2 of them down. They need 1 more percent. One of them is there to stop him. Trying his best. He is only on 30%. They can stop. Can they get him?
If they don't take him out, if they die now, it's over. They need to stay on the point right now.
They got it.
No, that's it. Game over. Alliance with the win. 2-0. And a 2-0 series as well.
And once again, it always comes down to that crucial final power-up, that last one that spawns when you know one of the teams is likely to be at about 90%. That final power-up is always like the decider, because you have to decide as a team, do we go for power-up, do we go for soul, do we send